this is Smiley Flips. Welcome back to another episode of LEGO City Undercover. So in this episode we are going to be continuing and trying to finish off Bright Lights Plaza. So, like in the previous episode how we were discussing how the British destroyed cultures, the thing is originally I would have happily have played certain games, especially a certain Lego Wizard game, like I said in the previous episode. But the thing is why would you support something that's going against you and your beliefs? In a financial manner. Because if you're paying for something, you're paying for a brand which is against you or against what you believe in, then pretty much by spending that money you're saying, yeah, I don't believe in it and all that. I've purchased that game now. So the thing is I can't really take the money back from the people who earned it. So technically I can't do anything about that purchase of that one game. But the thing is, if I'm promoting it and providing a positive look at it, and then people buy it, then that's people who've seen my video who've gone to purchase, for instance, the Wizard game, which is damaging to a whole community. Like if you look at the series it's based on, it's got a lot of issues with it anyway, outside of the whole trans stuff. Especially due to the designs of some of the characters. Which could be seen as potentially offensive as well. At the end of the day, we're in an age where many cultural aspects are coming back to us which were taken away from us by a government, which, if cultural aspects are being removed, that means that you're losing stuff that you previously had. There we go. You're losing stuff that you previously had. And if you're losing stuff you previously had, that's negative. Let's go and get that car. It's a yellow sports car thing. Let's go and get hit. The thing is by giving someone or something your money, you're basically saying, I want to support this product. But then also, if you are providing publicity, that's like simply just purchasing it. Purchasing that product. As if one person purchases that product through your publicity or video, then basically they've seen it through you. You've basically been like, this is a good product. This is a good product. You should buy it, and then people buy it. Money goes to something that you don't support, and then after all that, then all the bad stuff happenings. Thing is it should be done on a case-by-case basis, but certain things should not actually be allowed to happen. Certain brands should have to be discontinued. If, for instance, the act of a person in control of that brand does something that can harm people, that brand should have to either be sold off to people who would handle the brand better and look after it, or if they don't want to sell it off, have to issue formal apologies to anyone who's involved, as well as shut down future productions of it until such times that an agreement has been made to what should happen with that product between relevant parties. As for example, if there's a book that's targeting a group of people, that book should not be allowed to be published anymore. And the thing is when these people have books published about them, or are given titles which, even though initially they were happy with, and then it's seen in a negative light, so they complain about it. That's how it is. Like, if you are negatively you are causing yourself to be negatively represented for no reason, or for reasons that are just petty, you shouldn't really be allowed a platform. But then on the other end, like, if you're silencing free speech, then that's another bad thing. But free speech should be allowed as long as it's not going to, like, damage, like, groups of people. So, like, if it's going to damage a group of people, or, like, cause a lot of issues, it should not be allowed to be said. Whereas if it's not something negative and it's something positive, it's good. And if you take the time to establish a brand and establish a property or brand that means so much to so many people, and then you alienate that group, then that group is less likely to buy products related to that brand. Therefore, it's always important to respect the consumer of your brand, as if they, for instance, love the brand for a particular reason, which then gets tarnished by one member of the people who made it, then yeah, it's an issue. Same with if people, like, wrote a book which was all inclusive, but then they were found out to be only writing that as a way to cover up the true views, just as a way to gain publicity, or writing a book that seems to be positive when it's not. That's really bad. And if you're writing a book which is basically, this is what we're doing, this is what it's going to be, if you don't like it, then we don't care, then that causes a lot of issues.
I love coming to this toy shop. It reminds me of being a kid. When the cops weren't allowed to arrest you.
Yeah, happy days. Anyway, we can't yap forever. Have you stolen everything you wanted?
Yep.
Great. Then let's go see what discounts we can find at the shopping mall.
Shoplifters.
There we go.
I'm gonna make sure they pay the full price of their crimes.
The thing is with though with brands and that, like, you can't really blame Lego, because at the end of the day, they have a contract with the people who have those brands, and they can't just simply just be like, sorry, your values do not align with our company.
Right. We'll
So
start
we're gonna
with a little window
like
shopping,
stop producing
and then
your
make our
products.
move.
And if they do like cut ties and that, half the time if they're in a contract they can't get out of it. Meaning that a brand like Lego, which is supposed to be an inclusive brand, may cause a
I'm out of here.
may cause a rift in their audience. But then if they take the necessary procedures to keep those customers still there, then that is good, because they're basically being like, we know that we've got things that are bad and things that you do not, things that aren't suitable for you, but at least we understand that and we're still supporting you. It's like Lego, for example, they donate money to LGBT charities, which is really good. And they've even done like Pride Lego sets, which, yes, it's a kid's brand to start with, but adults like Lego as well. Lego is one of those brands that it's not just for kids, it's for everyone. And if you've got a brand that's so diverse, that's able to cater towards a lot of people, of course you have to have Pride related stuff, as otherwise, one, you're missing out on a marketing opportunity, but on a more important note, you're also missing out on something that's vital to your company's development. Like, if you're developing your brand or developing your business and you're seen going against your core company values, for example, if Lego turned around and said, we're stopping supporting all the Pride stuff, we're going to focus on only producing sets based on stuff that's like not family friendly and not making kids sets, that's the problem. Yeah.
Where am I?
So the thing is you have to make sure that your brand, the brand that you have created, always aligns with its values. As one negative action, one action against your brand's like customer base could result in you losing your entire, could result in you losing profit, could result in you not having enough money to keep your company going. For example, yeah, it's good to make a wide range of products, but if you've got a product that is causing like your fan base to be divided and causing stuff like people to question the values of your company, you should just immediately be like, okay, is it worth keeping this if we're getting a lot of all this backlash, or should we just keep it and just say we're keeping it even though we understand that some of you don't like this brand, or and risk losing customers? Like, the thing is companies have to assess what is gonna, one, make them the most money, but also two, what is going to be the best option for them in general. As some companies may be like, if we do this, we're gonna have to spend more money on stuff, we're gonna have to restructure our company, we're gonna have to change management. Whereas if the company always sticks to its values, at least you know what you're paying for, you know what the brand stands for, you know what the company is like, and you can support companies that that benefit you and benefit society and that. But it's like, if for instance a company does not support like what you believe in and is actively being against you, or a brand being against you, of course you're not going to support it. Because if you support that brand, you're basically saying, yeah, I know what you're doing to me is bad, but I still support this brand, I still support this company. And by doing that, you're basically saying, yeah, it's fine to do what you're doing, just keep doing it. That's basically what you're saying. Especially if the brand that's being promoted has caused backlash numerous times, or even led to a lot of people like arguing against its inclusion within the company it's in, or people saying that we shouldn't have such products existing because they're bad.
He's late again.
It's like movies, movies of their time. Yeah, it's fine to keep them around in moderation, but you shouldn't like actively. Yeah, it's fine to preserve them, but if, for instance, a film is bad and causing issues, you shouldn't then be trying to either like remake it, promote it, or anything like that. Because there's a fine line between what's okay and what's not okay in the sense of doing that.
What's up?
And the thing is, as well, is if you've got a company that many people love, one mistake, one issue with your brand representation can cause you to lose everything. And the thing is whilst I highly doubt something like that would happen with Lego of all companies, which is one of the biggest toy brands in the world, that doesn't just cater to kids but to adults as well. Like, a lot of people absolutely love Lego. It's one of those things that you can never grow out of. And even though many people think it's just a kid's toy, it's not. It's more than a kid's toy. It's in some ways, it's art, Lego. Some of the stuff that people can build, like the mini lands, Legoland, for example, are works of art. Which, when you look at them, it makes sense that adults enjoy Lego, because when you get older, you think of stuff to do with it that you wouldn't have thought of when you was a kid. And if you're just basically using it as like a form of art, it's amazing. And then you've even got some Lego sets for adults, which aren't adult themes. They're just too difficult for young kids to build, or at least seen as too difficult for young kids to build. Lego sets that are complex. Lego sets that cost a lot of money as well. Lego sets that have a lot of pieces that many people Lego sets that have a lot of pieces that people could lose. Lego is one of those things that anyone can enjoy. There's no actual age demographic for it. Adults love it, kids love it. You can even get Lego for babies called Lego Duplo. And with all like the different representations of like different popular brands such as like Mario, Sonic, even the Pac-Man arcade game is amazing, because it's basically showing that Lego is catering to a diverse range of audience. Whereas you've got brands which say, oh, we're diverse, when actually behind the scenes they're not.
Sorry, police business.
And if companies and that are basically pretending to be something that they're not, then of course they're not going to get as much revenue, because if they're honest with the consumers, being like, this is what we support, this is who we are, it's good. Whereas if they're saying, oh, this is what we do, and then they're seen actively doing something that's against what's seen as their company values, what's seen as their core company values, then what that means is that the company has failed. And if the company goes against their values and does something that's seen as very negative, especially to a consumer base, then they will lose customers. But then if they act in a very political manner and look as if they're going to try to push an agenda, as some people say, is also negative, as
My legs are tired.
in some aspects people don't want to have political messages pushed down their throat all the time simply from a brand that they really like. But then the thing is they should have some sort of like support for different groups, as by having support for like different charities, different groups, different demographics. At least then they're saying basically yeah, we support you. Even if, for instance, they have like done things in the past, a company can't just turn around its representation. It's like trying to think about another company. It's like Disney. Like Disney, especially Disney theme parks, used to be one of the most high-end park companies ever. But the thing is as time's gone on and they've took away perks and made you pay for stuff that you used to get for free, it's caused many people who have been long-term fans to choose to go to other companies or brands such as Universal, which is their competitors, and if they go into their competitors instead, then they're losing all that money from people who would have originally went with them.
I need a coffee.
Same with staff. Like, if staff if staff are not valued by the company, of course they're going to choose to not work for that company anymore. Or if they do work for the company, they're going to reduce the way that they reduce what they do, or not come into work all the time. Because at the end of the day, Disney would need to keep their employees happy, whilst also keeping their company like still able to operate profitably. But if they don't have enough money to they don't have enough like value for an audience or a customer, and the customer doesn't see it as
It's an emergency.
the value that they could have had another time, it's a high possibility that people may choose to take the business elsewhere where they've got either like more perks or it's cheaper for the same perceived value. Like a brand or a company can hold positive and negative aspects. Like if you've seen, like if for instance a company has always been seen as the best of the best and then the quality decreases, or in Disney's case they rush out films that needed more work, then that's an issue. I'm just quickly going on to my notes just to see where the flowers were noted last time. There we go.
Potato chips. Oh yeah, I like potato chips.
I wonder what he meant.
I'm gonna go up first to see if they're up at the top.
I better not miss it.
There's one, and then the other one should be. No, the other one should be around here somewhere.
Hi.
This is in here. Not in that.
Hey.
Come on.
I need to get home.
That cat doesn't like me.
Unless it's along the side of this building then. Where is it?
I wonder what he meant.
Oh. How?
Go inside the building over here. I'll look through the windows and see.
What's up?
But I know it's something to do with the buildings, I just don't know where exactly.
What's happening?
And the thing is because I've only got 2 things left, I don't want to finish the episode and have to come back just to get a flower bed. That water tank. Okay, so it's not in that. I'm gonna go up to the top by the helipad then. There it is. Go up here. Yeah. No, it's not in that. It's not up the helipad. Around here. No. Pretty sure it should be in here then. Or at least around here. Where's it gone?
What? Lyra, you're wearing a jetpack.
I am feeling good.
Thing is I remember it being in this building, but it's not. Just quickly run around it. See if we can find it. No, it's not in here. Okay. Not in this building either. Why is it this one collectible that's so difficult to find?
Why did they say that? I better get moving. Oh!
Come on.
Oh!
I should take some time off.
Why did they say Whoa!
Okay, I'm just gonna walk along here just to see if it's further along.
Whoa!
One of these other buildings. Not in that one. Don't know then.
Where is she? What's going on?
He's late again.
There we go.
What's that?
Just quickly waiting to see.
My legs are tired. What's that?
There's never any good news, only great news.
It's just ridiculous how this one flower is so difficult to find. I'm just gonna keep looking around.
That'd be so That'd be so
It's over here. Yeah, over here.
Ow!
Oh!
There they are.
Why did they say that?
I don't know why I wrote it was by the buildings. Should have wrote it was there. Okay, let's... At least we're more than halfway through with them. And now we'll do the vehicle robbery challenge, and then that will be it for this episode. And then next episode, we will continue and discover, like, what's next. Yeah. Yeah, come on. Let's get this to where it needs to go, and then we're done. There we go, there we go. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's get to the end. should almost be there now. And then Bright Lights Plaza will be 100%ed. So sorry for this video going on for too long, it's just that literally you can't help it sometimes. Especially when your notes don't even line up with the way that the game is. Is that done? There we go. That's now done. So thanks for watching this episode, and one last check on Bright Lights Plaza. Bright Lights Plaza, 100%. Thanks for watching and bye!